Alright, so hey guys. So I decided to do this video. It's been a little bit since I've done one. I think I actually recorded one a few days ago and it was an update, but I couldn't get it to load. So I'll actually load it a little bit later after this. Whew, but I'm out of breath today. Sometimes I have issues like with my coastal chondritis, which is inflammation like in the lining around my lungs, my chest, pleurisy issues, inflammation around my heart. So today has been a rough one all morning. It is 2 o'clock and I am just now being able to, get to going in my way. So I'm still out of breath, but I'm still gonna make this video, so excuse me if I get a little breathy. But, so, this video pretty much stemmed from a lot of things. So, I see on YouTube, so if you go and look on YouTube, things not to say to people with chronic illness, like different people with chronic illnesses would post little funny videos that'll be funny to us that are sick, but probably not funny to you guys who actually say these things, that may offend us or may make us be like, okay, like, what are you trying to say, stuff like that. So I was thinking, like, how do I make this video? Like, I wanted to make one like that because there's always going to be different things that people would say to us that may not have been said to the other person that made the video. So, the other day, ironically, I found out that, okay, so first, disclaimer, I am not here to bash anybody, any place, anywhere. I'm here to give my personal experience. So me personally, this is my personal experience from situations from me being chronically ill. So in the beginning, when I first started blogging, I said that I was going to be as honest and 100% transparent. I even made a video about family where I could have offended some family, but it didn't offend anyone. Nobody said anything to me about it. But I was being honest because I'm advocating. I'm advocating for those of us who are chronically ill. For those people that may want more education about what we have to go through when you have a chronic illness, or they just don't know how to talk to people with chronic illness or what to say. So, get educated. So basically, the other day, I found out that my church was raising donations for the kids at St. Jude's. Which is great, guys. Which is great. So, you guys know that I do, and you probably don't know, that I do wigs for kids. But the last wig I made, I'm probably going to start crying, but the last wig I made was for my manager, who died of cancer a few years ago. Excuse me. I had my tissue ready. So, I made a wig for her that she wore at her funeral, and they buried her in it. And that's where my ministry started, that I wanted to make wigs for kids or people with cancer. So that was the last wig that I actually made for somebody. I said I was gonna cry. Y'all know I'm not emotional. But when you're on a lot of medicines, you tend to be. That's that steroid, that prednisone. So anyway, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, that's with my ministry of wanting to help others that was sick. That's kind of like where it started. Of course, it started when I became a St. Jude patient, when I was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. What was it? 9 years ago, and I'm approaching 10 years in July, and I'm gonna have a big celebration. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but yeah. So, and back to what I was saying, it's great that people are raising donations. I have no problem with that. I'm in the Facebook comment for you guys that are probably like, what is she talking about? So my Facebook post was, so I found out that my church is is raising donations for the children at St. Jude's, blah, 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 blah. Do I get in on it? So as I analyze that, I personally see that as if, okay, she's a St. Jude's patient. She just want to know if she's going to get what everybody else is getting. Okay? Not asking for anything to be done specially for me. No, that's not what I was asking. And first of all, I wasn't even really asking. It was a joke. Like, it was a joke. I do for other people. I don't expect to get. I enjoy, my way of joy is doing for others, okay? So, I'm not going to say that it hurt me, but I was looking kind of crazy because there were people that actually, like, inboxed me. Some that I appreciated and some that I did not. You know, saying different things, making excuses, saying don't put your church out like that. Don't do this and that. Make your church look bad. You must feel bad because not once did I say my church did not do anything for me or anything like that. There has been plenty of people at my church who has done things for me individually. Now, people have asked me, like I said, I'm going to be honest, and this is not to bash. People have asked me, what have your church done? Like, not church members, but people outside the church, this and that. My doctors, they ask you all your business, guys. So when I go to the doctor, they ask me everything. Your social life, your sexual life, your spiritual life, your mental health. They ask you everything. So questions like, oh, so how is your church supporting you? You know, how since you're not working or since this and that happened, like, how is your church supporting you? And it's like, crickets, you know. But of course, I come up with something, which I say, my church they have been one of my biggest support systems, you know, anywhere. They have been part of my biggest support system individually. Not as a whole, not coming from the church, but individually, people from the church have definitely been a blessing to me for a long time. For all these 10 years until when I got sick again, like, have definitely been there for me in more ways than I even probably deserve. So, I was a little, like, frustrated about that. And then it even escalated to the point of a text and phone calls. And I'm just like, why is this being taken the wrong way? Like, I have a right to ask, first of all, if I was serious. Second of all, what's given away is toys, guys. 2 weeks after Christmas is my birthday. I'm going to be 26 years old. Do I want a toy? Look, I'll take a coloring book or a teddy bear anytime, but I'm just saying, like, do I really want a toy? Am I really tripping about a toy? No, it's because there are some people that actually feel bad because they haven't done anything. So, but, you know, don't come bashing me or taking it out on me or saying, oh, you shouldn't be saying that. I mean, it's my story, it's my life. I can shed whatever light I want to. So, also, you know, and then second of all, like, this is just going into a whole bunch of other things. I'm even going to be taking some toys to the kids at St. Jude's because I'm actually going to be there, you know, close to the holiday seasons next week. So, you know, I'm going to be taking toys to some of the kids because I'm probably going to start crying again. But, guys, these kids have to be there. Holidays, birthdays, Christmas. And then to see, like, you know, these real little kids that probably don't even want your doggone toy. Like, I'm telling you, they are so sick. And it's so sad. Even though I was that kid, like, I remember those days, like, I didn't want to touch a toy or my cell phone, like, you know, but they are still, like, they can't even show that they're appreciative of it because they are so sick. They are so sick. So, I don't care about what I don't get. I care honestly more about others because I've been blessed. I'm blessed now, and I know that God will continue to have blessings for me in the future. Like, there's no doubt about it, or I'm going to be here. So, where I wanted to go from this was, any donations, because I know you guys are going to be watching this video. Obviously, my church is taking donations to the kids here that's in the hospital, that are St. Jude's patients, and probably people that are just on the floor, because, first of all, I don't know if my church knows that, I don't mean to be trying to show them out by telling this, but I know, I'm a patient. You guys could ask me things, but, y'all don't. But I don't know if y'all know that, because I was told that they're going to be given to patients that are in the hospital. 9 times out of 10, they probably only have one patient in the Huntsville hospital that's a St. Jude patient. If you need to be in the hospital, you're in Memphis. If you're a St. Jude patient, you need to be in the hospital, you're being sent to Memphis. It's just rare that you're in the hospital here in Huntsville. So I don't know. Maybe they can clear this up and let me know in the comments below, or message me, since you guys like to message me. Let me know who exactly you guys are giving donations to, because, I would like to know too. So if it's kids on the wing, there'll probably be a ton of kids there, unfortunately. But if it's St. Jude's patients that you are targeting, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be that many, maybe one. I'm just, from what I know and how things work at St. Jude's, that's just how it goes. But not to overstep them, but since they're taking care of this area, I'm taking care of Memphis. So those who want to send donations specifically for St. Jude's patients that is in Memphis, like away from their families, away from their Christmas tree at home, like it is rough, guys. It is rough. So if you guys, have anything, like any coloring books, like I said, now I don't know if they know this either, but you cannot give teddy bears. It's not sanitary. They take them, but they don't give them to them, just to let y'all know. So I won't be taking any teddy bears. So coloring books, coloring pencils, crayons, little book bags, backpacks, any type of care products, I definitely take, because there's parents that are there, that have taken off of work, like my parents have done, and my mom is still kind of doing, missing work, and they need products to use, like soap, lotion, like this stuff get real, and they need it. So, I'm probably going to cry the whole time when I'm there, but I am going to be, no matter what, I am going to be blogging and video recording my whole stay. So hopefully if I get donations, you guys will be able to see the patients that I'm giving these gifts to. And, that's pretty much it on that. Like, that's all I really wanted to say. I knew that I was going to cry, but whatever. So, I make notes if you wonder why I'm looking over there. The next thing is, so guys, just because I said that, don't give now. Don't try to help. And I'm not saying don't do it. Like, I'm just saying, like, I know when somebody is, what's the word? I can't even think of it. Sincere. Just because you saw the post and you want to do something now, like, that's not sincere. And I would not appreciate that. Like, that's not sincere giving. Like, if you wanted to donate, because, you guys see my GoFundMe a lot. And if you read the last few updates, I want to go to a naturalist. So I've been trying to raise money for that. So that's one thing that I'm trying to raise money for. But it's nothing like, of course it's serious because it's my health, but it's nothing that I'm looking for others to do. It's just a tool for help, like for those who want to help. So don't ever I don't want nobody to feel like pressured or she's complaining. Like, I'm not complaining. I have my own support and awareness group that I started. And recently, I just did a skate night fundraiser for a girl with lupus that we actually had her funeral at our church. Her sister Vanasha had been online, Facebook. She went to Southern, letting everybody know what was going on with her, and she passed away. And I did a skate night for her. Like, if I wanted to be selfish and if I cared about myself, I would have kept the donations. I would have said, oh, this is a benefit night for me. No, I don't do that because, like I said, I have been blessed. And I am continuously always being blessed. So, but, I do accept. Let's not get that wrong. I do accept and I do appreciate, everyone who does give. So, besides that, like, I wanted to address some other things. So that's pretty much it on that. So I said a good time to bring up things that people say, that you're just like, okay, that's kind of ignorant or, whatever. So one thing I did not like was in my inbox, there was a comment, and I'm not going to say any names. A few people said, I don't know why the church haven't done anything for you. I'm not saying I don't like that comment, but, that's not something that I sit around thinking about. Like, I do not think about anything anybody's doing for me, to be honest. Like, not doing for me. Like, that has never, crossed my mind. Like, the church haven't done anything for me. Or something like that. Like I said, people individually have done things from the church. And then, when you're a part of a group, you're a member of that, so you represent the whole. So me as a member of my church, I represent my church in a way, okay? So it was some comments saying, I don't know why the church haven't done anything for you. So I cleared that up and said people individually have done things for me, but not as a whole, like, oh, here's coming from the church, not as a whole. And I'm sorry if this offends somebody, but it is true. Like, it is true. But I don't sit here soaking and thinking about it. God, if y'all see my Facebook, I'm at the doctor's 4 times a week. I'm raising money for an event or trying to do something else. I don't sit up here posting and complaining about, what I don't have and what somebody hasn't done for me. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. But I would hope that, with me advocating on this and sharing this, maybe things can change. Maybe things can change, at different communities. Like, I know it's not just my church that I attend, other churches. Maybe things can change where, something happens to somebody. Oh, so-and-so sick, have a chronic illness. She just got diagnosed. Obviously, she gonna need some help. Her mom's not working much. They're running back and forth up the street to Nashville or Birmingham or up to Boston, wherever you gotta go to get treatment in Atlanta. Maybe we should help them out. Maybe we should lift a one-time love offering. That's just an idea. I'm not saying, and please, y'all nobody has to do this for me. I'm advocating. So I'm using my experience to shed light so that others that walk in my path do not have to, I'm not going to say suffer, but walk the same path. Maybe they'll get a little bit more, I guess what you would say, support. So, yeah, that's what I'm here for. And people that don't know, I'm like this because I study psychology and I study industrial organizational psychology. And that is basically consulting and finding better ways to make organizations and industries a better place for their employees, their groups, their members, what have you. So when I'm looking at things, that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm looking at. So I'm automatically an advocate because I'm already looking at things in different businesses, at church or whatever, that's what I'm sitting there thinking about. So when something happens and y'all see me sitting there thinking, I'm thinking about, okay, it's probably a better way to do this. That's what I'm sitting there thinking about. What can make us raise money, for a building fund? What can we do that y'all aren't doing? But, hey, who am I? So that's what I'm sitting there thinking about. So I'm already, like I said, an advocate. Like, that's just what I do, and that's just how I think. So maybe whoever's watching this, I'm sure there's going to be people from church watching this. My computer's shutting, going black on me. Okay. So maybe whoever's watching this can make this as a suggestion for, like, if something comes up big in a family member's life of our church, maybe we can use this as a method. And then the second thing that I had a problem with people saying, you know, I don't know why we haven't done, I don't know why we haven't done anything for you. And then I look at the name who's writing it, and I'm like, well, you haven't individually done anything. Why are you complaining about what the church hasn't done, but you haven't reached out? Not saying if it's financially, I mean, you haven't came to visit, or you haven't sent a card, you know, even with nothing in it, or even just to say some encouraging words, or you haven't called, you haven't emailed, you haven't done this. And I'm just like, you have never even reached out to me, but then you have something to say about my Facebook post. Guys, oh my goodness. So, you know, I'm just shocked. Well, not really shocked. I'm just like, oh, you know, like, whew, wow, like, really? Like, those are things coming to my mind. My thing is, you're sitting up here, people are sitting up here worried about what the church hasn't done. And I'm looking like, you know, I hope in your life, I'm just thinking, this is a life lesson for everyone. Because I had to learn this lesson, and I learned this lesson on my own with being sick. You cannot wait for other people to make a move for you to make a move. You make that move then. Like, if you wanted to genuinely do something for me, then do it. Then send a card. Come by, drop by the house. I am here every day. After the week, drop by if you wanted to. Like, I don't discriminate in how you show your love or whatever you want to do. Like, I do not discriminate. So, you cannot sit here and wait for things to be given to you, or make your own opportunities to do things for other people, or your own opportunities to do things for yourself. I hope you guys are not living life like this. Like, that would just be a shame. But, so, I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't know how people are going to take this, but that's just, guys, this is just what it is. So, you know, I didn't like that. And you guys people don't have to justify, you know, what they're doing as a fundraiser. It's great. Like I said, I'm sitting up here crying for the little kids, and I'm still that kid. Well, you know, to some of y'all, I'm still that kid, but I'm still that person that has to suffer just like them, you know. And I'm crying over them, so guys, you know, I'm really not tripping. But, you know, and the next thing, I'm sorry, it's all choppy. The next thing is, another thing that people say, this is off the topic, they'll say stuff like, oh, I watch your videos. I'm like, do you? And now I'm starting to question the people that ask me, do they watch my videos, when they responded to this comment. If you watch my videos, you would have known, guys, that come on. I have way too much going on to be sitting here worried about what's not being done. Like, I'm giving to others. You guys know that. I'm trying to spread awareness, you know, so that we can come up with the cure or what have you. You know, Now I think y'all learning about watching my videos. So, you know, that's another thing. So we're going to rewind. If you don't watch them, whatever. This is probably the only one you watch, because it's probably going to catch your attention from when I posted the other day. But that's fine. But while you're on the page, you can go back and watch and educate yourself a little bit more about what has been going on. Because maybe you didn't understand. And maybe you don't understand. So, I mean, just don't be, you know, people just don't be ignorant. That's my thing. Just don't be, I can't think of another word to put it, or another nice way to say it. Just don't be ignorant, when you're talking to people, because, I'm not going to be ignorant talking to you. That's not the type of personality I carry, and that's, even though I might have some thoughts in my head, which I always have thoughts in my head, like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to look like that person, But, another thing is, if you don't want your facility, and now I'm just talking because this is my mindset. If you don't want your organization to look bad by things that people are saying, and then you just want to show that you're a good organization, a good place. You just want to show that you're doing good things. Let's take the donations for the patients as an example. Why haven't y'all called me? Okay. Guys, I'm not trying to say anything, but none of the St. Jude's patients will be in the hospital probably, during Christmas time. If they're in the hospital, they're in Memphis. Like, see, I know information. I know who to talk to. Things could just run so much easier, if you can involve me. I'm not doing anything. Or, how can we get the gifts to Memphis? I'm going. I'm here. If you want some, what's the word? Guys, my brain. Y'all gotta help me. I can't even think right now. If you want some kudos, let's just put it that way. If you want some kudos, I've been on the radio. I've been on the news. I've been featured in Intergraph's paper. I've been featured in the newspaper. I've been featured in St. Jude's paper. Hit me up. I can probably get us featured in something. If you want me to even share my testimony, which I haven't even been asked. I have not even been asked to share anything about my journey, and that's what I'm kind of confused about. Like, I haven't even been asked, to share. So, and yeah, I'm sorry, I am talking about, church. I haven't been asked to share or speak or to give a testimony, or, if y'all were trying to raise money for somebody or people or a cancer organization, like even through breast cancer months, when they're recognizing cancer, any type of cancer, all October, I'm sitting there at church like, well, you got your own person, and I know there's other people with cancer in the church, but y'all still don't use us to get up front and talk about it or make a video to share our journey. If y'all want donations to raise, start using us. We're here for a reason, and we just sit in the background. And that's kind of like what happens when people get chronically ill. Like, we kind of just drift off to people. It's almost like people feel like we're worthless. Like, oh, I'm not gonna bother her. She's sick. She can't do anything. Okay, yes, we do struggle, and sometimes we cannot do anything at all. But just like I'm here right now, I can sit here and make a video for organizations saying this and that, talking about my journey. Y'all can play it at church Wednesday night, at a school event. If this is a school watching this, trying to figure out ways to do things better, like, there we go. You have us right here. So that is one of my questions. Why haven't I personally been used to, share my journey? And another thing someone got upset with me about, and this was a while ago, was they didn't argue with me, but we were just kind of going back and forth about my support and awareness group. They asked me, why aren't you affiliating it, with the church? It'd be nice for you to affiliate with the church, just saying different things like that. I'm sorry. I want what I'm doing to be affiliated with positivity. I'm not saying that the church isn't positive, but you have members saying, I don't know why we haven't done anything for you. Why would I want my support and awareness group be associated with a group that members are asking, why haven't we done anything for you? Example number 1. So that's one reason why my support and awareness group isn't affiliated. That's one reason why. 2, it's too many people to ask to do this, ask to do that, approve to do this, approve to do that. Like, it's a ministry. Ministries at church should not be having to jump through hoops. And these are things that I observe, you know, at my workplace, at church, other groups I'm a part of. People should not have to be jumping through hoops just to be able to announce something that they're doing for others. This is turning more into politics than it is like what it's supposed to be. Like, if you're a part of a support group, and if you're doing a fundraiser or benefit night to benefit, let's just say St. Jude's or the Lupus Foundation, it shouldn't be a big deal to be able to make that announcement or be able to put it on the screen or put it in a program, a Christmas program or something like that. It shouldn't be that serious. We shouldn't have to write up a doggone grant form, you know, like we writing to get a grant or a scholarship. Like, it should not have to take all that. And that's not what I'm about. We waste so much time doing all that when we could have been reaching more people to help, to donate, to be a part, or to help advocate with us. So, to be honest, anybody, even if you're a part of my church, other churches, wherever, if you want to help advocate for those who are chronically ill and you don't want to, and you're a part of something where you're having to jump through hoops or you can't get it off the ground, please talk to me. Please come see me, because that's not, you know, how we do things in my organization. That's not how we do things. We're not about to spend time, you know, doing all of that. That's another thing I wanted to say. So that's another reason why I'm on my own. Like, I'm not associated with my church, because people have asked me that question. This is turning into my Q&A, guys. Like, I posted it last week, like, what are some questions that you want to ask me? Like, this is turning into a Q&A. Trying to think of something else. I think that's all. But whether you're doing donations through whoever you're doing donations to, I can tell you that the kids at St. Jude's, they are really, 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 really going to appreciate them. I am telling you, they are really going to appreciate them. But I will be leaving Monday evening to make my journey down there. So anybody who wants to give donations for me to take to Memphis, I'll start picking up between tonight until Monday noon. We'll say that'll be the cutoff time, because I probably want to leave by then till noon. And you don't even have to wrap them. Guys, I'll wrap them. Like I said, I'm not doing anything. If y'all need help, I'm not doing anything. So I'll wrap them. You don't even have to get the stuff to wrap them. I got it. But, you know, so that's what we're going to do. And so it'll be my whole family, not my whole family, but me and my mom and my dad are going. And I'll be vlogging everything so you guys can actually see, you know, what kids these are going to. Because, like I said, when it goes back to my thinking, I would think that, you know, if somebody has a St. Jude's patient in their church, they would ask that St. Jude patient, hey, can you do a video or something, or just explain to the church how it'll really help? Maybe y'all can get more donations. I'm just saying, like, I'm here to help. That's what I'm here for. But, yeah, so I'm sure you guys want to see, like, the place. People are always curious, man, what does St. Jude's look like? And people have other notions about it, because you guys only see what you see on TV. You see kids in the bed, like, it's not always like, it's not all like that. So I want people to see, you know, what it looks like, what it's like. There's more than one place to stay. People ask me all the time, do you stay in the hospital? And I'm like, the hospital? And you're probably like, aren't you at St. Jude? You gotta stay in the hospital? No, that's not how it goes, guys. So, I'm going to actually show everything. And maybe sometimes I'm not allowed to video. I'm going to do a tour of St. Jude's, and it is growing, and I don't know all parts of it, so I'll just show you, and I will explain, what I know, and they change stuff, so it's been about 10 months since I've been there, so I don't really know. A lot can change in 10 months, put it that way, with St. Jude's. So I will record as much as possible so you guys can see, whether you're donating through my church, me, or online, straight to St. Jude's, through monetary gifts. I just want everybody to see, like, exactly what they're giving for. Because people just be like, oh, they have cancer. Let's give $5 at Publix. Let me, this company, oh, it's St. Jude, so let me just donate. Like, come on, y'all need to know. Like, y'all need to know what you're donating to. Like, you could be donating to some y'all that ain't even worth nothing. But I'm here to tell you that it is definitely worth your dollar. Definitely. Because it costs millions of dollars just for them to run one day. And a lot of people don't know that. Once I finish my chemo and radiation at St. Jude's, I got a bill. Millions of dollars. I think it was like, I can't remember off the top of my head, because it was like in between, it was real close to $3 million, dollars. And that's just me. It's a whole bunch of kids. Like, there's affiliates everywhere now. There's affiliate in Huntsville. There's affiliate now in Florida. Like, I didn't even know. And I'll probably visit there when I go to Florida before I start seeing my natural doctor. I'm probably just going to visit there to see what it looks like. And, of course, I'll take you guys along. But, it's affiliates everywhere. So this thing is growing. Like, more and more kids are getting sick, and it's sad. So they need more and more donations. More and more people are needing help. More and more parents are needing help. I mean, they're having to take off work and spend months to a year or whatever, away from their home, their job, their families. So I hope that this actually impresses someone to make a donation, doing a gift, no matter which way you do it. So definitely, guys, I will keep in contact. This will probably be my last video that I post before I post the St. Jude's video, the tour and everything, my whole 4 days. I may post some other videos here and there between them, but that video it'll be a special video, so I will post that video on Christmas. So yay, So this is kind of getting kind of long, and I'm probably not going to edit this. It's probably just going to be just like this. So nothing fancy. And like I said, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but maybe this can help. It can help coming from someone that's in the situation when they're looking for others, when they're looking towards places for support. Because, guys, let's just be honest. A lot of people, when it comes to church, leave this church, like any church, for because of lack of support, lack of help. Because we view church a certain way where, church is supposed to be supportive and, help when we're struggling. And a lot of people, and I've seen it. Even growing up, I understood, and I've seen it, and I've seen people leave different churches, not just a church, but seen people leave their denomination because, they felt a certain type of way about the church. And hopefully, this can help in that light. Because that's to be honest, that is the main reason why members do not stay. Because of support and being too difficult. Like I was explaining the other day, having to jump through hoops for everything. They can't do what they need to do. People don't need to be, looked over like that. People are grown adults, with visions and goals too, and missions that, we were placed here to do. And so they leave and they do them on their own. So, no, people are probably asking, are you upset? You know, are you going to leave your church? Guys, no, I'm not going to leave my church. No, I'm not upset. You know, no. None of that. I'm not going to leave, you know, whatever. It's really not a big deal. I don't appreciate some people that make comments, but guys, like, you're not, you know, they're not paying my hospital bill. So, you know, just saying. But anyway, I hope this was a good video. I hope this kind of clears the air with some people that, you know, was having issues. And I do also want to say that I really appreciate those in my church, outside my church, people that watch this video that don't even know me, that has been donating, whether it's been monetary, a card in the mail, you know, a book. I mean, I have my book right here, God's Promises, that I opened up. And this is one of the first gifts that I got from Elder Daly at my church. Shout out to you. He gave me this, and we was both like crying together, sitting back there in church. And this is when I first, I think it was my first day back to church since I was diagnosed, and I still couldn't see. My vision was kind of going. I mean, it was clearing up, but it wasn't 100%. And we was both just sitting there crying, and I keep this in my windowsill to look at, you know. So, I'm appreciative. Like, y'all don't understand. I don't know if y'all think stuff just sit at home when I get it, or I don't know what people think, but I am really appreciative of everything that everybody has done for me. And like I said, I would never forget. And I always say that, you know, because I give back. It may not be specifically to you because you're perfectly fine, but I definitely give back to my community like you all have given to me in different ways, like through my support group and just different things like that. So, and, you know, I'm finishing up school. I posted on my Facebook page, like my note cards the other day. So, I'm about to be done, and things are getting better. I will be going back into the working field, but it will be a more flexible working field. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm not going to share it yet, but I will be sharing, and you guys will be able to see, and hopefully, you know, through my work, I'll be able to get back to some of you. You probably guys are like, how? You know, how are you going to get back to me? Like, I don't need any money, but it may be something else that I'll be doing that you may need that I can help you out with. So, that's it. That's all we're going to talk about today. It's been like almost 45 minutes, so I'm going to end this video. And I will see you guys later. Talk to you later. Feel free to comment on my Facebook. Send me a message if you still need clarity. I don't mind answering. Just do not talk to my parents. Do not call my parents. I'm 25 years old, about to be 26 in like 3 weeks. And do not talk to other people. Just come to me. Just come to me because I can definitely answer your questions. So I would appreciate that. And then again, my comments below or on my Facebook page, it's not anywhere for you guys to be discussing like religion and stuff like that. You know, please refrain from any religious conversation about denomination and all that stuff on my page. I really appreciate that. But that is it. So now that I'm done crying, I'm a little bit more chipper about things. So yeah, you guys continue to keep me in your prayer. I hope you guys can find ways to spread joy, whether you do it through my church, through me, for when I take gifts at St. Jude's, or whatever organization you have in mind, or to whomever you may know personally. Spread some joy. I'm about to go right now to get my gifts for kids that I want to give out gifts to at St. Jude's. And guys, I don't have no money. Obviously, I don't have no money, you know, but I can, through my donations that people have given me, I'm going to take a few dollars out, and I'm just being 100% honest, to get a child that's suffering a gift, you know. So I keep all my donations, and I use them for all of my medical use, but I don't have any money. So obviously I'm going to get a few things from my donations that people have given me, you know, to donate to another child. So continue to spread joy, even, you know, when it's not the holiday seasons. And I just want to challenge everybody to do that. I hope you guys have a great day, and it's approaching the weekend. Have a great weekend, or whenever you're watching this video. If you would like to stay in contact with more ways to help support St. Jude's or, chronic illness, you can always stay in touch with me. Just send me a message. All right, see you guys later. Have a good one.